It's black and white, asshole. You're not vegan.
VeganBros.com.
Happy 4th, guys.
We just left Springfield, Missouri. We were there for about 2 months.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. We were writing our book. We kind of went there to get away from the vegan bubble, get away from distractions,
Get away from the city.
stuff.
We spent a lot of time in the
yeah,
city.
get away from the city. But there's a lot of vegans there. Like the barista at our favorite coffee shop was vegan.
It's like we
And
got out of the vegan bubble, but
there's
what we
vegans.
realized is you can't get away
Vegans
from
are
vegans.
everywhere. Vegans are
They're
taking over the
everywhere,
fucking
and that's
world.
fucking awesome.
But so we just left 2 or 3 days ago, and we drove to Kansas City, and now we're staying in Parkville, Missouri, just north
just
of
outside
Kansas
of Kansas City,
just outside of Kansas City. And so we roll into the neighborhood, and we're just passing by all these houses. We pull in the driveway, get in, have a few drinks with Susan, our new friend, who she
We're watching her house, and we're watching her 2
dogs.
pups while she is
vacationing.
vacationing in Florida for the month of July, entire month.
But so we had a few drinks, became best friends, and
She let us in on a little news. Before she met us, she had a negative perception of vegans, and after talking with us, sitting down with us for like 20 minutes, she said that her perception had totally been shattered and changed. And we love that shit.
Yeah.
It's happening on a large scale.
Yeah, and also, she threw a party for us with the entire neighborhood.
A legit
Invited
party.
there's probably like 25 people or something that came over from the neighborhood, and she's not vegan. Nobody else in the neighborhood that came over was vegan, but she made all vegan food. All the snacks were vegan, and it was the first time she's ever done that, like on purpose.
And for the 2
Making vegan
weeks
food.
coming up to this, what we had learned, what she had told us, is once she found out we were vegan, we had a Skype conversation, like really good. So we got to know each other a little bit from afar. But she had been researching, like she
Bending
wanted,
over backwards,
she was bending over
freaking
backwards,
out.
like researching vegan food, like trying to figure out what to make. And it was totally,
It was
like
insane.
we didn't,
Just
like we would never
expect
ever
that
expect anything
anyone.
like that. Like we don't, like that's not how we are.
But she bent over
You're
backwards.
totally cool. Yeah.
And she was like, oh my gosh, like I think it's vegan, but like I wasn't
Read over the
sure.
ingredients,
Yeah,
really
she's
make
like,
sure. I don't want it to be inedible for you.
And
We're just
eventually
like-
it got to a point where she just kept saying it, like everything was fine, but she kept bringing it up.
We're just like, all right, we
So
need to let her
we
know.
got to a point where it was just like we can't even believe that you did this, like you bent over backwards.
You're
for
going
us.
above and beyond right now.
Yeah, you're going above and beyond. We really appreciate it, and I mean, even if you did make a mistake, we would still eat the
Yeah.
food. And that could be
And
that's
how
something.
and that's how the idea.
That's
for
how the
this
idea for this video came
about.
up. Yeah, because I mean, luckily everything that she made was 100% vegan.
It was
But-
ridiculously awesome.
Yeah,
She
it was
made
amazing.
homemade veggie burgers, which we've literally
We've never
neither of
done.
us have ever made homemade veggie burgers. She made this awesome vegan potato salad too. But it got us thinking: should vegans ever eat non-vegan food?
Yeah, so everything that she made was 100% vegan, but if it wasn't, we would
would've
have
eaten
it.
that shit.
Say there was like fucking like I don't know whey or whatever in the buns or whatever it was.
I mean,
obviously if it was like chicken or beef, whatever.
Yeah.
we're not gonna eat it. But like she tried.
We
really
were at a
fucking
place
hard.
where she was trying so hard, and the effort she was putting in was to make vegan food. So if there was a
So she
little
was
tiny
amazing.
ingredient, we
Yeah.
could. It's
You-
like
you have to overlook it.
You got to look at the long term for that.
long term. Yeah,
You
it's
can't
not
be
just about this
thinking
one
about
meal.
the fucking ingredient. You got to be
Not
thinking
about-
about saving lives.
Yeah,
and
it's
having
not about-
having an impact.
Yeah, it's not about this one meal. It's not about preserving the definition of the word vegan. It's not about like not compromising, whatever. It's about doing what you need to do in order to save the most animals, and also thinking long term, saving the most animals.
You guys know by now that we're not sold to doing things a certain way. We're sold to getting things done. We're sold to
sold to the
progress.
result.
And so if we see a way to get to that result faster, that's what we
Yeah,
go for.
and like another example, like if you live in like the middle of
So
nowhere,
different scenarios where you might do this.
Yeah, so say like you're out to eat with like 10 of your friends at like Buffalo Wild Wings, and they're like they all order the wings, and
They
I'm
got
pretty
the
sure,
black bean
I'm
burger
pretty
or
sure
veggie
they're
burger?
whatever. I think they're veggie burger. I don't think it's 100% vegan.
Supposedly, it's not 100%
Yeah, I
vegan
don't think
yet.
it is. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not yet at least.
And that's a not yet.
Yeah, because it will be.
It will be.
But so they all 10 of your friends order the wings. You have to order the veggie burger. If you don't,
you're letting
killing
animals down. You're letting animals down, and you're showing all these people
how hard
that
it
you could
is.
be influencing in a positive way how impossible it is to be vegan.
Yep.
You can't eat anything when you go out to eat.
And understand, like, if this video is upsetting you, you're fuming. Your impact is nowhere near
What it
where
could be.
it could be in terms of like positive impact, helping the most animals. Because you
have
you're
unlimited-
zoning in on this like very
You're getting in the minutia.
small thing.
You're getting in the minutia.
minutia.
You're
Yeah.
looking at little tiny things rather than looking at the big picture. You
not
are
the big
capable.
picture.
You are capable of having an unlimited,
Massive
massive impact, and that's what we're here for, to draw that out of you and get you to think about things a little bit. We're not telling you what to think. We just want you to think about
Yeah.
things in a different way. We want you to think about what we're talking about and analyze it from a different way that you haven't thought about before.
Yeah, in different scenarios, it's gonna be different for
Think of-
for everyone. You know, like if you like live in LA and all you hang out with are vegans, it's gonna be different
be a
for
bit
you
different, yeah.
than like if you're from like the middle of nowhere, like Alabama.
And think about
hanging,
this-
hanging with your friends that are whatever.
So think about this scenario too. Like we talked about Buffalo Wild Wings, you're there with some non-vegan friends. Say you're actually at a restaurant, like a non-vegan restaurant that has vegan options, with a bunch of vegan friends. Some people might be tempted to get a little like persnickety and very, very particular with the server. And what we want to suggest is that you aren't there just with your vegan friends. That server right there,
You're there with the
that's
server.
a fucking that they could be influenced by you.
Yeah, you're there with the chef.
All the chefs in the back, they could be influenced by you. The host, they could be influenced by you. So you're not there with a bunch of your vegan friends. You're there with the fucking world.
Yeah, and the main point is like it's like we want to encourage you guys to think outside of the box. If you care about animals, there's no such thing as a black and white definition of the word vegan. Either it's vegan or it's not. It depends on the scenario. It's very complex. You have to make decisions on the fly, depending on the person you're with, where you're at. But the number one thing that's most important when it comes to vegan advocacy is coming across as cool. It comes across as you're cool. It's easy.
Yeah.
And you're relatable.
It's
If
cool,
you don't-
relatable, and easy. It has to be easy.
It's funny, that brings up another thing I just want to talk about.
Yeah.
Is like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't care about other people's opinions. If you care about animals, you want to save animals, you have to care about the
other
opinions,
people's
opinions
opinions
of
because you have to
others.
change those.
Yeah, you have to change
You have to
them.
impact them.
So you have to care about it. But
So,
anyways,
so when you're at a restaurant with your vegan friends, and there's a server, and you're at a non-vegan restaurant, you want to be very careful. Like what does Aaron Ross says? Like our friend
Oh,
Aaron
yeah.
Ross, he says he gets, what does he get?
he's allowed two
One.
questions.
He's allowed 2 questions. And the point
That's the
about
most
that is
important.
we're not telling you only 2 questions, only 1 question, whatever. Our point is we want you to build rapport with that person and them to look at you in a positive way, thinking like, wow, they're eating vegan here. I didn't even realize you could do that.
Yeah.
Like we love going out to eat with non-vegan friends anywhere they pick, just to show them
You can eat
you can
vegan
fucking do
anywhere.
it. It's easy as shit.
Yeah. So, anyways. Oh shit. Happy 4th, guys. We'll just end.
That's a great way to end.